Now, students and parents across the state are getting ready for the first day of school in Arkansas. Make sure you prepare for some slowdowns tomorrow as school buses get back on the road. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Brooke Buckner, joined by meteorologist Corrales Ortiz. It was a hot day outside today again, and a lot of people called it soupy even because of the humidity.
Always. That humidity really just is what makes things very rough out there.
Sure does.
But yeah, as we've been mentioning, back to school. It's already here for many. And forecast-wise, we're actually looking good. We are not expecting weather to play a huge impact. It's going to be another hot and soupy, as you said, afternoon with plenty of sunshine though, but not for everybody. Actually, tonight we'll be tracking some storms moving on through, especially across northern Arkansas. We're already starting to see them creep on in just to our north and west. There is a level up to a level 3 out of 5 for some strong storms for far northern Arkansas, mostly into southern Missouri there, and a level 2 out of 5 as well. This is for overnight. There is a severe thunderstorm watch for select counties only until 3 o'clock this morning. Otherwise, our evening outlook here is central Arkansas, specifically for the metro. We're going to be expected to be mostly clear and starting off sunny. So besides the rain chances, we are going to be seeing some quiet weather in the forecast for the upcoming week. I'll have those details coming up.
Thanks, Corrales. Police departments across the state are also helping parents prepare for the first day of school safely. They're telling parents and students to be careful what you're posting online this school year. THV 11's Rebecca Brown spoke to police and shows us what you need to know before posting that first day of school picture.
We just want our children safe.
Safety, a top priority for Jacksonville Police Officer April Kaiser, as most students in Arkansas are heading back to school this week, which means back to school pictures online.
The first day of pictures is always so exciting for everyone, but we want parents to be aware that giving too much information is just helping those predators find the children.
But before you snap that pic, Kaiser says there are a few things to not put in your child's photo.
Eliminate putting your child's school out there, the teacher, your child's age, height, weight, and especially the special interest of your children, such as what they like to do, sports, favorite class, food. It just gives the predators something to talk to the children about if they were to see them outside the school walls.
Kaiser says these things can help eliminate conversations predators can have with your children.
Children don't think twice, and so we just want to be aware as parents, just giving you those precautions. I have children myself, so I know I don't mind the precautions. I don't mind someone giving them to me. We want you to still have those memories. We want you to have a really good start to the first of the year.
But Kaiser says from one parent to another, she knows first day of school pictures are special memories between a parent and a child. So there are ways you can still post without revealing too much of your child's identity.
What we would suggest that you actually utilize is just saying on social media, it's Robert's first day of school, instead of all that informational. Now, again, take the picture, for your memories. Utilize all those information for yourself and not for the predators.
In Jacksonville, Rebecca Brown, THV 11 News.
And safety in the classroom is top of mind for teachers and parents, and the same goes for local law enforcement. Officers in Jacksonville spent Friday doing hands-on training for an active shooter situation. Their goal is to be as prepared as possible in case of an emergency. The district also just installed new body scanners for students to walk through every day.
Our school board and our superintendent and the community, I believe we're doing what needs to be done.
Scanners were only used for certain school events before, but now they're putting them to use every day in the secondary schools. The first day of school for the Jacksonville North Pulaski School District is Monday, August 21st. This month, several new laws went into effect, many of them impacting schools. With hundreds of Arkansas students heading back to the classroom, THV 11's Ashley Godwin shows us what you need to know.
During this year's special session, Arkansas lawmakers passed several laws that impact our schools, ranging from bathrooms to students can use to restricting implicit bias training.
Starting this year, schools will now be prohibited from using students' preferred pronouns if they don't have parental consent. This means if a student wants to go by a pronoun different from their birth certificate, they must have their parent or guardian's permission for it to be recognized by the school. Also, the quote bathroom bill is now in effect. This new law bans students from using a bathroom or changing area that is not consistent with the sex listed on their birth certificate. However, schools must provide reasonable accommodations for students unwilling or unable to use those bathrooms. Public schools can no longer require teachers or staff to have implicit bias training. These types of trainings attempt to bring awareness to judgments that could be based on race, gender, or other attributes, and how to prevent those judgments. If a staff member refuses the training, the school cannot take action against them. Arkansas lawmakers also passed the Religious Viewpoint Anti-Discrimination Act. The new law allows a student to express their religious opinions in homework, classwork, artwork, or other assignments without discrimination based on the religious content. That work then must be graded by, quote, ordinary academic standards of substance and relevance.
The LEARNS Act is also in effect now, but there is a lawsuit surrounding LEARNS, specifically based on the legislature's emergency clause and how it was passed. That lawsuit is still ongoing. Back to you.
Bluff police are asking for your help finding a murder suspect from a shooting yesterday. 22-year-old Julius Ford is wanted in connection to a homicide at the Dollar Tree on East Harding Saturday morning. Officers responded to the call and found a man who was shot in his car. Police say he had a pulse and was taken to Jefferson Regional, where he died. Ford should be considered armed and dangerous. If you have any information, you're asked to call the number on your screen. And police have a person in custody from Friday's shooting at a barber shop in Pine Bluff. 4 people were shot in a parking lot at 16th and Cherry. All are expected to live. Officers say 20-year-old Joseph Westmoreland turned himself in. He's charged with 4 counts of first-degree battery and other charges. A 15-year-old was arrested at the scene Friday, while police still searched for Westmoreland. In Little Rock, police responded to a shooting at the Valley Estates Apartments in Mablevale, where police say they found 2 people shot. One person was taken to the hospital and the other person died. This is still an ongoing investigation, and we'll continue to keep you updated on air and online. The death toll from the catastrophic wildfires in Maui has climbed to at least 93. The disaster is the deadliest U.S. wildfire in more than a century. Jeff Nguyen reports from Maui.
As the death toll rises, authorities in Maui say the effort to find and identify the dead is still in the early stages. Cadaver dogs are sifting through the rubble of thousands of buildings burnt to the ground, mostly homes.
We're bringing in more. We're bringing in more teams and more dogs so we can speed up that process as much as we can.
This man says he's searching for missing family members.
We've been to a lot of hotels inside Lahaina, but none of them are there. So we've been to police station, we called Red Cross, anywhere that we can find them, but nothing. Access to Lahaina, the historic town in western Maui that suffered the worst devastation, remains limited.
It's closed, nobody can go in.
While many residents are taking shelter at facilities like this community center, people all around western Maui are telling their stories of survival and loss.
And then I saw one Fred dead on the ground like a piece of charcoal, like Pompeii almost, just dead. I mean, there's nothing you could do. It was that fast.
Bill Weiland's well-known art gallery in Lahaina burned to the ground. He says the building was the first movie theater in the state of Hawaii. He escaped on his motorcycle with only his laptop and passport, leaving his car behind to be consumed by the fire.
Literally flames behind me. I could feel it burning the back of my neck. And I could see the embers all in front of me. They were swirling around because there were like 70-mile-an-hour winds. It was insane.
The investigation continues into the cause of the fire, and questions remain about why Hawaii's warning sirens were not activated to alert tourists and locals. Jeff Nguyen, CBS News, Maui.
Officials say about 1,000 people have been reported missing. Fire crews are still battling flare-ups across 5 square miles of scorched earth in Lahaina. So far, authorities have only searched about 3% of the area for victims. Meanwhile, getting relief to those in need is one of the hardest challenges right now. Everything needs to be flown in or brought in by boat, and that takes time, something victims don't have. Oprah Winfrey, who has a home in Maui, has been bringing supplies and emotional support to those who have little to nothing left.
they're still just grateful to have each other. So it's really, you know, the Aloha spirit is about community and about family, and we've seen this here in ways that, you know, most people never get to imagine what that really looks like.
Officials estimate 86% of Lahaina's residences have been damaged or destroyed. The value of your car just went up, even if you've owned those wheels for years. After the break, we'll show you the reason behind the change. Corrales?
Well, many of us going back to school tomorrow. Have a look at that forecast once again, and what else we're tracking in the forecast, which includes a bit of some relief from this heat as well.